What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Sequence. I'm your host, Trevor Plouffe, and today we got a good one for you. We're talking Shohei Ohtani. Now, I know I did a breakdown of him as a pitcher. We scouted him. We said how we'd approach him at the plate. But today, we're talking about Shohei the hitter, the guy that hits the ball just as hard as anybody else in the league. And I have to tell you, Shohei the hitter, Shohei the pitcher, it's still so cool to me that he does both at an elite level. In this offseason, he put in a lot of work so he could be that elite guy on both sides of the ball. So we're going to go over to bat against the Kansas City Royals, where I think a lot of those offseason adjustments and the game plan that he implemented is shown. So we're going to break it down. We'll talk about some things. And, man, we're just going to marvel at the guy that is Shohei Ohtani. But before we get to that, you guys know the drill. I got a bag of goodies, and I always like to share them with you. Check it out right here. All right, guys, listen up. This one's brought to you by RexMD.com. And we know men's health doesn't get much attention, and that's partly our fault, guys. We don't like going to the doctor, and we definitely don't like talking about sensitive issues with someone we don't really know. Here's the thing, though. A lot of these health issues have really simple solutions, and that's where RexMD.com comes in. All you got to do right now to get a sample pack of generic Viagra is go to rexmd.com/sequence. You fill out a little questionnaire. A doctor will review that, and if you're eligible, one of those free packs of that generic Viagra will show up to your door within 2 days. That's it. Because you know what's really manly? Fixing problems, finding solutions, and putting it down. It's never been easier to take control of your health. Those sample packs I talked about are available for our listeners, but you got to go to rexmd.com/sequence. That's RexMD, RexMD.com/sequence. Fill out that questionnaire and take control of your life, playa. All right, let's set this up a little bit. We got Kris Bubic on the mound for the Royals, a recent draftee out of Stanford. He's a lefty. Here's his pitch mix: four-seam fastball 50.5% of the time, changeup 38% of the time, and curveball 11.5% of the time. Now, I think you're going to see in this video they're trying to attack somewhat of a weakness of Shohei's. If you want to get him out, his expected batting average is the lowest against off-speed pitches. So to me, when you're reading stuff like this and seeing his pitch mix, we're going to have that four-seam kind of in and out of the zone set up that off-speed pitch. There's going to be some changeups, some curveballs, and Sal knows all this. Sal Perez behind the dish is one of the best at calling games. Sometimes he'll work to your weaknesses, and sometimes he'll work to the pitcher's strengths. It all depends on who's on the mound and how Sal's feeling that day. So with that being said, let's go check out Shohei, just because this is so impressive. Look at the Baseball Savant percentile rankings. I mean, hard hit percentage is in the 96th percentile. Average exit velo, of course, 94th percentile because he's averaging like 92.5 off the bat. And this is fun right here. Max exit velo in the 100th because he hit a ball 119 miles per hour this year. And then if you really want to have some fun with this guy, the sprint speed in the 95th percentile for a big boy. Oh, yeah, he also pitches and throws the shit out of the ball, too. Sorry for cursing, but he gets me fired up. Okay, let's get to the at-bat right here. A couple things we're going to notice. We'll talk about, first off, before I even start the video, he's really in those heels. You know I like that. That's where the power comes from. When you're feeling like your core is stable and your balance is good, that's what your feet are going to look like. So let's start this bad boy up. Okay, sorry, I had to pause the video real quick. I just got off the phone with my old agent who happens to be Shohei's agent. I told him I was doing this video, and he said, let me tell you something. Shohei told him that he got this pitch off the end of the bat. Now watch where this ends up and think about Shohei has more in the tank. My goodness, go back to the video. Sal's setting up out of the plate with that heater, I told you. He doesn't want any part of that in the zone because Ohtani crushes those. So looks like he was taking right there. One thing I really like about Shohei, he gets that foot down early, and typically that means you're going to be disconnected, and I don't like doing that. But the way he's able to do it, he keeps his back hip coiled and even coils a little more so he doesn't lose any power and he stays connected. I like that a lot about him. So there's Sal setting up again way outside, trying to get him to chase to set up those off-speed pitches. That one he takes, and now it is 1-1. A little bit of a shift there because Shohei has been pulling the ball a little bit more, and that's a product of him being balanced and getting the ball out in front just a little bit further, which is nice. Nice to see from a power hitter. And now I think this is going to be one of the first off-speed pitches. He's setting up inside, And I don't know if that's the changeup or the curveball right there. I think that was the changeup, but it's about 81 miles an hour. And although he pulled it foul, he got the barrel to that. I don't think it fooled him very much. The speed might have got him a little bit, but he saw that. Another thing he does really well is he keeps that eye level very consistent. And that's something that a lot of good hitters do. If you have those eyes bouncing up and down, you're not going to see the pitch very well. And that's what him getting that foot down like that does for him. All right, 1-2, you see he's just locked in right there. I just like how stoic he looks. He seems very confident in the box. And again, you'll see the heels. Now after going inside, Sal's setting up away. This has got to be another off-speed pitch right here. And there's the curveball. And now those all tunnel. The changeup that comes back to him, and then the curveball there that comes and just dives out. He's got pretty good vertical break on that. I saw that on his Savant page. Better than league average. So that's a pitch that he does like. Shakes right here. This is interesting. See what he's got here. You're going to shake Sal Perez? I don't know about that. Setting up away again. Okay, it was a pickoff. That was a planned shake to the pickoff right there. But now we're sitting 2-2. We've seen a couple fastballs. We've seen a changeup and a curveball. Remember that changeup is his second pitch, curveball his third pitch, and they love the off speed. So Shohei's looked really good right here. Now he's setting up inside. So this is and down. This is making me think it's going to be a changeup, and he just misses up there. But again, Shohei got to that. It looks like his cadence is really set up for that off speed pitch, and I think that's because he knows the fastball can't beat him. So why get all ready for a heater when you know you can just be really easy with it and still get to it. Again, pitch was kind of up, not a place where you're typically going to drive the ball, but he got the barrel to it. Now here's two shakes. 2-2 pitch. Where does Sal want this one? He wants this one down in the way. So that should be a curveball. Oh, no. That's middle, and Shohei does not miss that. And that ball goes so far. Nobody goes up there. I don't care steroid era or not. This guy is so powerful. And he worked on that this offseason. He worked on his vertical jumps. He worked on getting his body weight up. You can just see, man, he's so confident right now. I love it. They're going to show some slow-mos right here. We'll break his swing down a little bit. But that thing, that's beautiful. That's what it is. It's beautiful. You watch this guy right now. What I love, really, really love, is just how consistent he's been. His timing with the plane of his bat, getting the foot down, staying coiled, staying connected. Look at that right there. That is ready to hit and hit for power right there. I'll go slow here. You're probably going to see a little independent elbow action. See now, because he has that toe, he's kind of on the top or the tip of his toe. And as he pushes forward a little bit, his first move is going forward with the hips a little bit. He's getting into that front heel. He's creating a stable place to transfer the power through. So he gets there, their elbow comes through. And man, like the point of contact here I'm going to show you. Can't get any better than that, kids. Check that out. The guy is locked in. Let's look at his head. Just not moving, tracking the ball the entire way. It's something special what this guy's doing. It really is. Watch and marvel. We're going to get to see this guy play for 10 years in the big leagues and just be absolutely amazed by him. So confident, ready to go, and look at him. Having fun, too, and that's what we love. That's it for today. We got another episode coming next week. Hope you have a great start to the weekend because, Thursday's basically the weekend. Let's go. We'll see you next week.